In this part, I'm going to go over a couple clarifications, updates to my updated street tutorials. I forgot to do the intro harmonics. I don't think Edge plays this in the Slane version, so let's quickly play a version from Rattle and Hum. It's in the same key of E flat. Let's see what we've got here. Go. And as always, Edge does change this up fairly often. Let's just go through this real quick. It's not that difficult at all. If you've gone through some of my other tutorials on harmonics, you could probably figure this out pretty easily. The first note is on the E, 12th fret. So and then he does on the 7th fret B, G, and the D string. That's it. That's the first part. And I think he just goes right through it in the first part. And then the second time he hits this and he holds, does something like this. And that was the B, the G, the D, and then the G string. And I think he's got his delay setting different on this intro part. There's only one very slight repeat. I don't change it. I don't have a preset for the harmonics if I do them. But it's something like that. Let's play that again. Okay, let's play that again. I'm going to do one other quick update clarification here. I received an email recently from someone who, in a very polite way, they were very professional about it and very nice about it, but they questioned whether I was playing the strumming pattern here correctly, this one here. If we go through that again without the delay, I was doing this. And we went through this in detail. Something like that. So this person had seen other people playing the song on YouTube, not just the Edge, and they thought that those other people were they were playing it different than I did, and he thought that those people were actually playing it correctly. So I actually think that I am playing it exactly like the Edge, and the way I can back that statement up, and not that this is a competition or anything like that. Certainly, I've always said a lot of things that I do aren't exactly like Edge. But in this case, I did spend a lot of time trying to break this pattern down because it is a unique pattern. And the way I do it is using a slowdowner. So I've taken an inner ear monitor version of Where the Streets Have No Name. I think this is from La Plata on the 360 tour, I think. I forget. And it's a very clear version of what Edge is playing. You can hear the guitar very clearly. And I am going to play it at 100%, and then I'm going to lower it to 60%. And you can hear exactly what the pattern is, and it is essentially what I have shown in my previous updated tutorials here. So here is at 100%. Here is the riff. Now let's slow that down. You say, well, what does the slowdowner do and how does it work and does it confirm the pattern? Let's go actually down to Yeah, somewhere around 60%. It's usually a good number. You go too slow, you can almost not hear how the riff comes together. So you can't go, you need to slow it down, but not too much. Here it is slowed down to 60% of its original speed, but it doesn't change the key or the tuning. He's tuned in E on that version. And there it goes, dun 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 dun, and that pretty much confirms the pattern for the song. There are a lot of people out there much more experienced than I am and have been doing this a lot longer, but they actually could play this differently for whatever reason. They might like to play it differently, they might not have listened to this as carefully as I have, what have you. There's no wrong way to do it. You can strum it however you would like as long as you're in that 4/4 time and it sounds good to you. But I just wanted to point out that's how I got to the pattern. Let's pull up one other version of Streets. Let's pull up the Miami version in 2005 and see what that version sounds like. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play it 100% first. Okay, so you heard it there, same pattern. He's playing the exact same thing as he did in the other clip. And let's bring this down to 60%. I chose a section without Bono singing. And now we are at approximately 60%. Here we go. And you can hear the E string a little better in this one. And I don't know what it's tuned in. It might be tuned in E also. That's just the loop. I had it looped and it was repeating itself. And let's just do one more, the one that we did the tutorial off of. This is not an IM. Let's do the Slane Castle version. Let's see what this gives us. Okay, now we're going to slow that down to about 60% or so. And if you want, I'll even do 55% this time, a little bit even slower, and we get this. Slowdowners are really helpful if you're not sure exactly what you're hearing. This is the Amazing X slow downer. It works great. It's very high quality. It won't change the tuning or the key on you when it slows down or speeds it up. And it has a little bit of EQing, so you can take out the highs and lows. And then you can slows it right down. You can pick up almost every note. It's just a matter of finding the position on the neck. So there's another update clarification on the strumming pattern. This strumming pattern tricks up a lot of people. So there's a lot of people that play it so many different ways, and it's very subtle. And there's no wrong way. Got to remember, there isn't a wrong way. You can always change things up however you want. I'm not claiming my way is always the right way. I'm just trying to get as close to edge as possible so that you can recreate these songs as closely to, if you'd like to, so you have the opportunity to create these songs as close to the original as possible. So there we go. We're going to keep moving along with the Streets tutorial.